So my full names are James Musaunzala. I I went to school in a university in Nairobi called Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. So I studied a BSc in Information Technology or IT, and I have been working with Mendegab since 2010, particularly on their ICT projects. I work with around 6 schools in the community. So instead of having big machine like desktop that are not portable, I prefer using notebooks. I have around 8 of them. So I normally move with them around the schools. Maybe today I do one school, then the next day I do another school. So right now I have notebook computers. We are going to teach kids how to use computers and internet so they can bridge that gap. Because with IT, they can teach themselves, they can Google stuff on the internet. That is why we decided we are going to work with people in the rural Kenya community, just to make sure that the gap in the education system is a bit bridged. And you can be able to do that with IT. You can be able to do that with internet. People can be able to learn by themselves. All you need to give them is the basic training, and they are good to go by themselves. The age groups. I have primary school kids which are between the age of 7 to 13. That is the first group that I have. Those ones I normally teach them basic things such as how to boot on a computer, the boot process of a computer. I teach them how to type. Then I have the next group, which is the high schoolers. On the high schoolers, I have people from the age of 14 to around 16, 17, 18. So those ones are a bit more advanced in terms of what I teach them. Because for them, I teach them up to PowerPoint, a bit of computer security, a bit of internet, how to Google stuff, how to use search engines such as Google, Bing, and the rest. Then I have another group that is from the age of 20 to beyond. By that I mean anybody who is willing and able to learn computers. They simply need to come to the project site and they can learn computers. Then I have another fourth group which falls under the categories of teachers. Because like teachers, you cannot always teach them when the class is on. You have to do it during the holidays. So I have also another group that teachers from the local community. They go, when they have their free time, then they can come to projects. Right now, like my biggest objective is to put up like a permanent computer room at the project site, because there is availability of room, there is electricity, it's a safe building. Okay, so basically right now I'm trying to look at getting computers so that even if I'm not around or when I've gone to teach another school, there's still some people at the project site who can still continue their computer lessons. Because each time I move from the project site to a school, I have to tell that class to go away because I'm going with the computers. So I would prefer having a permanent computer room at the project site. Then the other thing is, in terms of internet access, it's also a big of a challenge, but I would say we have come from far. Like since I started in 2010, we used to use modems, which the internet activity was like for a month it cost us around 30,000 shillings, which is quite a lot of money. But if we had like VSAT or a fiber optic connected to the project site, the internet would be cheaper. And the other thing we are looking to have is, because since you can take advantage of the terrain of this place, the hills and the stuff like that, we can be able to do a Wi-Fi that can be able to serve the community. Because everybody who can afford a laptop or stuff like that, they can be able just to work from the comfort of their home.
Brilliant to hear. Thank you so much for your time today, James, and that's brilliant. Take care now.